What's up, AfterBuzzers? This is season 15, episode 13 of The Voice. Mariah Carey is still in the building. It is knockout. Stay tuned to see what we think about the performances.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I love this
and this is
song.
my first time hearing it, but I like it. It's catchy.
She's not playing with. Hey. That's Mariah Carey. No. What's up, AfterBuzzers? You are here at The Voice After Show. We're talking about season 15, episode 13. It's the knockouts. Mariah is still in the building, and this song is dedicated to her. It's from her new album, Caution. It's going to be out later this month, I think. I want to say soon. Actually, I think next week. Actually, so I'm really excited. There's only 4 singles, and I've been playing them on repeat. But
I'm just like.
What's up? I'm Felicia Michelle, and I'm joined here by the lovely.
Hey guys, I'm Sierra Stanford.
Sierra Stanford.
Yes.
So we're just gonna have a good time tonight. Steph Sabraw is not here with us because she's not feeling so well, and we sent her home because Lord, I don't want her cold. But Steph, we love you, we miss you, and we'll see. You guys will see Steph next week. So last episode of the knockouts. What'd you think about this last episode?
Honestly, I'm ready. I'm glad it's the final one. I feel like the teams have wrapped up with good people on their teams. You know, people were saved that I thought were gonna leave. So I'm excited that it's the final one, and we're about to get down to the nitty gritty. So I'm excited.
I'm ready for the lives too. I'm just saying,
it's time. We've been ready since day one.
Yes, it's nothing like a live performance.
Exactly.
So we see that Miss Mariah Carey, the living legend Mariah, is like, yes, I'm all over Mariah. This how I feel about her this week. Is in the building still, and everyone is just. I love that the reaction is just. One is just better than they're like, oh, she hugged me. Like everyone's like, she touched me. She touched my hair. Like everyone's just like, oh, she's in front of my face, and you know how nice and she seemed very warm to them too. It was really, really
Which
cute.
is what we say because she's a diva, so we're thinking like, how is she gonna act to them?
But she has that reputation.
Yeah, she's been kind of chilling, going with the flow.
Very kind, very opposite than we saw on American Idol. But maybe that was what Nicki Minaj brought out of her. Anyway, tonight we saw a lot of the younger contestants go head-to-head. So Sarah Grace and Chevelle, Team Kelly, I think it's so cute that she has a lot of young girls on her team, and they're like, oh, I love Kelly Clarkson. And I think it was Chevelle that was like, there's 2 musical icons in front of me, Kelly Clarkson and Mariah Carey. And I was like, you better not let Mariah Carey hear you have said that. How did you?
Yo, you guys, Felicia was like, Kelly, icon? And I was like, oh, gosh. That was funny. But, I mean, she's young,
Well, to them, I guess she
yeah,
is.
to her, Kelly's probably icon. I mean, in her own little genre, I mean, I think she can be one.
Or she didn't know a world before Kelly Clarkson,
Yes, I mean, for her, it's age appropriate for her to say that, I guess you can say.
Yeah,
well, we wouldn't say that.
Is she's 15, I think. So,
yeah,
15 years ago, 2003-ish. So,
yeah, she popping in the 2000s, early 2000s.
American Idol fans, you're a super American Idol fan, please let us know in the comment section if you think, or what year that was that she won. But either way, all of her life, she does not know anybody but Kelly Clarkson. So Chevelle also shared a really touching story about her brother in her song choice that she picked. It was about a soldier, and she was saying how, there was times that my mom was very worried, and we would sing this song together.
Yes.
Her brother had served 6 years in the military, I think she had said. It was so comforting. I just liked seeing her personal antidotes.
And we got that, and I feel like that's what made her performance so much better than, well, not better than Sarah, but this is a song that she was comfortable with, a song that she was used to, so really felt her put herself into it. She kind of reminded me of a little Dolly. You said she reminds you of Miley Cyrus, but I mean, I'm glad she picked this song for her because, it touched base for her. I know her mom was proud, her brother was proud, and we got to see that in how she performed the song, so I really liked it. I think she was really good.
I think it was a perfect song choice for her, and it made sense that she won, not because she's better than Sarah. I don't want to say one is better than the other. I think that was a really hard decision for Kelly, but...
And they're 2 totally different.
Yes, yeah.
That's what's
really,
hard
really
about
different.
it. Yeah.
They're really different.
Both good, but so different, so it's like, okay, you're good in this genre, but you're good in this genre.
Sarah went the blues route, and country and the blues are so they're connected, but they're different. So she decided to go with Etta James' song, which I think is super ambitious.
Bold.
Yeah, it's very bold because if you know anything about Etta James, she's a very strong personality type of woman, and when Beyonce sang her song in Cadillac Records, Etta was like, nah, B. She literally was like, no, I'm not here for this. I'm not interested in it. She was very anti that, but it was the way Sarah went about it that I even think that Etta James would be happy.
Yeah.
She had, like, what does Kelly always call it?
Stank face.
The stank face.
And she gave a lot of that stank face tonight or last night. It was, but I feel like she made the song hers, and I think that's what I liked about it because I was nervous, not gonna lie, because I was like, okay, you can't mess this up. And then they kept telling her, you know, put your own twist to it. And I'm thinking, okay, don't do too much twist. But she did just enough to where it was really, no, she did really good. And I was really proud of Sarah for that performance because, like I said, that's a bold song.
She said, don't do too much twist.
Don't do too much twist. But she did enough, you know. It was really good.
But Chevelle's was just a lot more effortless. And I understood why she did that. But then in the end, it was like it didn't matter anyway because Kelly used her save for Sarah.
They know Sarah can't leave, though. I mean, she really is good. I mean, she's, what, 16?
Yeah, they're same age, 15.
So, and she has a strong voice. Like, the stank face is popping. So, I mean, I feel like you can't let Sarah go either. So,
she's also the one who can see colors when she sings.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
And also, I think she can play an instrument. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. So, see, the thing about it, I knew that Kelly was going to save her because when the performance ended and no one was trying to steal, I was like, it's set up for Kelly to save. Yeah. Like, it was clearly obvious, like, because any other judge in their right mind would have taken her.
They were taking too long, though, because I was like, okay, Sarah's about to go home. But, I mean, I'm glad that Kelly did because, like I said, she really is good, and I think she does deserve to be there. But I do know why Chevelle won. I think she deserved to get that win.
Oh, for sure, definitely. So one of my other favorites of tonight is, he's like actually like just a favorite period on Team Adam. Can you guess who I'm going to talk about?
Team Adam DeAndre.
Yeah.
Okay. He's my favorite too.
Why is he your favorite?
Because he's cute. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're serious.
No, he's like cute. Well, yeah. But, no, I really he shocked me, okay? He can hit falsetto notes that I never thought he can hit. So, for me, I'm just
he's like a big guy.
Yes. I'm just more surprised at his range. Like, I didn't think he could do everything he did. And that's why Adam said you really brought out the big guns. Like, he knows that this is a competition. So, you just have to wow us. And he did that.
So, even Mariah was like, go there.
Go there.
He went there. She was like, even when I do that. And it was funny that she had said this about herself. Like, even when I go there, I'm thinking, why did I do that to myself?
Because now I got to keep it up there.
She's like, but it's worth it. Like, it's worth it in the music. And he wanted,
Oh, no, you go
Sorry, go ahead.
What also made me sad, though, was when he said, I can't go home because I have no home. So that just broke my, because, you know, he was, his family were from Houston, Texas. They had suffered from Hurricane Harvey. So I feel like to say that's why he said, you know what, I'm going to listen to what they say. I have to kill this song because he was like, I'm not going home. And that's what Adam said. Like, you know, he's here to win. Like, he's here to win.
A different level of determination.
Yeah, and that just really touched my heart when he said that. I was like, wow, like, it wasn't the fact that he just didn't want to go home. He's like, I don't have home to go to. So I really need to be here. So I was like, yeah. I feel like, so that made his performance even greater. Because he's really fighting for something, so.
Yeah, his why is literally, like, the fact
this world.
Is that this is what I have right now, and this is what's in front of me, and I have to make the most of this opportunity, because I'm sure, like, a lot of people who have big dreams and huge ambitions, that they include their family and their friends and people that they love, so I know he probably really wants to hang in for his family.
Definitely.
Confidence for himself. So you went against Jake Wells. Jake killed it. Like, Jake killed it, and I love that he wanted to come out as a musician and not just a singer. However, do you think that him maybe playing the piano kind of threw him off and didn't allow him to really focus vocally, or there was just no way he was going to win because it was against DeAndre?
The second part. Because I'm honestly not going to lie. Going into it, I was like, okay, DeAndre's going to win this. But, you know, we're going to still give Jake a chance, you know. But, I mean, he sung a Coldplay song, which, again, everybody was very bold tonight with their song choices. Like, I was like, okay, you have to kill it. But also, too, the piano, it helped him, but I feel like we could have got more vocally from him without it, because I feel like towards the end, that's when he started to bring his powerhouse voice, but it's like we need that throughout the entire performance. So, but I mean, either way, I feel like we knew DeAndre's going to take it home, so.
Or just tease it a little bit more. Part of me kind of was hoping that he would be saved. I didn't necessarily think that he would be. But yeah, I don't ever think anyone should play an instrument
while doing this?
No, not like during knockouts, like during like during head to head. Like, just don't. Like,
but some people are really good at it, and I don't want to jump to it. But there's a person that's really good at it, and they performed tonight. I was like, okay, multitask.
It just goes not as well more often than it goes well. If it goes well and it hits, yeah, but like I'm cool. Live performance, throw a little dance or shoulder in there, play your instrument, do that, because that's where the performance counts. But like so far in this competition, it's just your voice that counts. Like, it's only you singing. The other things are just sprinkles. But you don't need sprinkles to still have ice cream. You can still have ice cream without sprinkles. I'm just saying. You can still have ice cream without sprinkles on it.
I like what you did there, though.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Speaking of news, Sierra, you have to tell everybody AfterBuzz where to go.
Okay, so AfterBuzz, as you guys already know, our network produces after shows nearly for all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Thank you, Sierra.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, please leave a comment, because we always look, and because I'm not saying I'm nosy, but I'm very curious about what people have to say about the shows, because we watch them and love them. And
feedback is always good, or just hate it, or whatever you want to say.
No, you don't say whatever you want to say. You can't say whatever.
But I mean, we take it however,
Yeah, with a grain of salt, but it's all positive because we have the best fans, right?
Yes.
So Anthony and Kennedy head to head. So when I saw that mashup, now Anthony is Team J Hud because she saved him and stole him. So did you think that was a proper mashup, like that match between Kennedy and Anthony?
So Jennifer thought it was, but I didn't think it was. Because, I think for her it was just more so they're close in age, or they're both young. No, he's like, yeah.
No, I think they're about around the same age. Or is she 13?
Yeah, she's 13, but I think he's like
15.
Oh, I thought he's like 23.
Oh, no, he's like 15, 16. He's a baby.
Okay, well.
He's a baby. He didn't even know what an operator was.
You're right. They did tease him about that. You're right. And I barely know. So, I know, but, Well, I do not. I'm older than 15, but.
I've never called an operator, but I know what an operator is.
Yeah, that. But, I mean, for me, though, he was cool. Like Adam said, he's very different. He's a chill 15-year-old. Like, so I feel like he has that older vibe to him.
Maybe because his mom was like a single mom, and she raised him by himself. And he acknowledged at this episode again that my mom raised me by myself. So I guess all of my musical 60s, interest
70s is
from my mom.
Yeah,
and he's very much that vibe. I thought it was so cute that he was talking to Mariah and saying, "Oh, I'm a musician and I write my own music." And she's like, "Oh, I'd love to hear it." And he's like, "Oh yeah, like I can do it right now. Like I could, like he was about to just like." Playing his own thing, and Jennifer had to be like, well, after we do this song,
he was excited.
He was pumped. I kind of hope that happened, and that wasn't just something that she just. I don't think she seemed genuinely interested to hear what he had going on.
Yeah, I think if he asked her off camera or something, I think she would listen.
I
don't think she's that type.
Or remind her what she said. Mariah, remember when you said that you would listen to my songs? So what's up?
Yeah, I think she's nice enough to do it.
I'll look for his name in the credits of her new CD and see if there's anything there.
Not the credits.
And Kennedy was so pumped. She was like, she hugged me.
Yeah, she was like, that's all I needed.
She's so poised for 13 years old. I can't remember at 13 even having any type of direction.
Anything. I don't remember what I was doing at 13.
Oh, I know what I was doing. Definitely getting really bad grades and being like, I don't care about life.
What grade are you in
7th or 8th grade? Yeah, I was in 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade.
Oh, girl, I don't know. Yeah, I was chilling.
And I was like, whatever. And she's so accomplished, not just in her music, but academically, in sports. It's just what can Kennedy not do?
And she does say she comes from a musical theater background. And honestly, when I watch her perform, I could tell.
Yeah.
Because her stage presence, so you know how musical theater just have a different presence to them, or how they sing? I can tell because sometimes she can be kind of not stiff, but like she does, like Jennifer said, like get into it, feel
Too
the song.
perfect.
Yeah, like just like unleash, relax. And so, but she did kind of bring it this episode. But and Pink that song choice was a good song choice for her.
What About Us is like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, it's a hit.
It's a bop.
Yeah.
And there's so many people who have redone it and did different renditions of the song, and I thought hers was beautiful and deserves to be added into the lineup of great renditions of the song because I think she did an amazing job. However, I definitely understood where Jennifer was coming from, and I really kind of wanted to see her get like in it, some stank face, or like not so poised and perfect, like
because we know your voice is
go
naturally.
crazy places, like how. This is an extreme example, like how Sandy Red goes crazy places with her voice. Like she just lets it go and hits like all these notes, and like you can tell she's like in an element.
Yeah.
But that takes time. Like Sandy's been performing forever from a musical family, and for way longer than her kids are older than Kennedy. So
true, they are.
Her kids are older than Kennedy, so it makes perfect sense that.
But Kennedy, going forward, although she really is a good singer, she really is going to have to bring that, though. Open up more because although she's really good, everyone else is possessing that stage presence and, doing different things with voices. So she really has to bring it these upcoming seasons, or episodes, so.
I think that she will. I think why Jennifer picked her is because Jennifer saw a lot of herself in her. And she literally said, she's like, I'm watching you sing this song and I am, like, seeing myself like in this, like I think that's why she picked. Not that Anthony was good at this point in the competition. Everybody's good. Everybody's talented.
Very.
Everybody has a background story.
And that was big for me this episode. Everyone had a background story that touched me, and I was like, y'all are here for something incredibly deep. And it was so touching. Literally, everyone that performed tonight had some type of crazy story, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just want all you to win just because of your story. Like, forget your singing. Your story is just like...
Or be able to find a fan base that can identify with you and your story. Like, Chevelle's brother being in the military. Like, there's some people who can identify with that story and wanting and being worried about someone coming home or possibly not coming home.
And
a natural disaster, like something you can't even help. It's
being poor, and this is your upcoming. Yeah, so it was a lot of good stories tonight. So I'm rooting for everyone.
One that I found particularly was Colton. He's on Team Blake, and he decided that he wanted to sing Lady Marmalade. Okay, which is one of I love this song.
Oh, yeah.
I love Patti LaBelle.
Everyone, yeah.
I think everyone, if your parents went to high school in the 70s, you probably listened to all this oldies music your entire life.
If you live on Earth, you have had to have heard this song at least once,
or at least the rendition by Christina Aguilera.
You have had to hear this song.
Christina Aguilera, Pink, Lil' Kim, and Maya.
I don't know that version.
Okay, so
maybe
you're not that young. You're not that young. Maybe
I do know, but I didn't know it was them. That's probably what it was.
See, y'all, Sierra playing, y'all. Sierra is playing. She is playing. In the comment section, if you think that Sierra is playing, right? Sierra, you playing.
It's the coffee, not me.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah,
it's the coffee, y'all.
If you are not watching us on YouTube, but you instead are listening to our voices on iTunes, or maybe you are on YouTube and you just don't have time to watch because you're really busy. I don't know what you're doing. But you want to hear us, you can always listen to us on iTunes. Now we are also on Spotify as well, too. So go there, leave a comment there, give us all the stars, not 4, 5. 4 is just simply not enough.
5-star chick.
That is an interesting song that we could not sing on this particular platform here. Yeah, so Colton, he talked about his hearing loss during this. I know you're like, oh, touching story. Tell us how you felt when you listened to Colton's story, Sierra.
I was sad for him because, he did mention that, he has a bad hearing, and then in the performance, he couldn't hear himself anymore. So it kind of knocked his performance off, but he kept it so professional, and the judge was like, you know what, that happens to everyone. Like, every celebrity has had that time where they couldn't hear themselves sing. And so I was just so happy when Jennifer saved him because, of course, the Kirk won. But she was like, you know what, you were a professional. We've been there before, so I'm going to keep you here because I know what you can do. Mm-hmm. And Jennifer was his original coach, so, she stole him back. So it was just a good moment to see, but he was crying, I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is just too much for me.
That's really sad if you think about it. Imagine if, like, just what we do. Like, imagine, like, we need to hear in order to do this job. Like, we need to hear, like, we need to be able to see, and, like, not to say you can't do this job without that, but it makes it, like, tremendously harder to do, like, it would almost feel like it's impossible. So I can't imagine for him, like, if I was to acquire, like, or start having some hearing loss, I would probably cry every day because I need to be able to hear to do what I have to do.
And watch his performance. Because at first I didn't know what was going on because I'm thinking, what? Because he started to, like, you can tell something was wrong with him.
He looked, like, scared or a little bit, like someone, like he saw a ghost or something.
And so, but it's like he was losing momentum, but he kept going, and I was like, what's happening? And then so at the end, they were like, he couldn't hear himself sing anymore. And he just looked defeated after that. I was like, oh my gosh, I felt so bad.
Because he doesn't know what it sounded like at all. He's thinking, I tried, but it could have sounded terrible.
Exactly. But the judge, like they said, they understood, they said, we've all been through that before, So I'm just glad that Jennifer, you was like, you know what, you're going to stay here. It's okay. You still did good. And so that made me happy.
Honestly, though, like, I'm not trying to be smart, but I just kind of feel like
he could have left.
No, he could stay. He can stay. No, it's Kirk. Like, Kirk J is something totally different. So, like,
Why can't we say stupid?
I think that I was just like, yes. It's just like, how? Like, even Mariah was like, okay, like,
I'd be like, okay. And then he plays the piano. I said, this guy just doesn't stop. Like, that's what I was going to say. Like, he actually can do both. Sing and the piano. He killed it. I'm sorry. So, like, the piano didn't take away from him. His country voice still.
It can add.
It definitely added.
It can add if you let it.
Even Blake said, this guy just keeps amazing me. Like, every week you're doing something new. And it still shocks me that he has this strong, country, beautiful voice. And
I love it.
He sung this song so perfect that, this should be his version of the song. He sung In Case You Didn't Know by Brett Young. So, wow, Kirk.
I love it. And I think I wrote something about him that he's so soulful and country at the same time. I don't think there's a mainstream artist that's ever been anything like him before.
At all.
Because for so long there's been a divide, specifically in country music, which if you go all the way back into music history, I had to take this really stupid online class in college, so I know this. And rhythm and blues and country were very much connected to each other, and there were a lot more black country artists in the beginning of that genre. And now you see it's not so inclusive. It's kind of like very stereotypical.
Yeah.
And what he does is he kicks in the door and like makes his own wave of it, but adding in his own flavor of it. And I love it because it's like, listen, country is for everybody. You can love country. It doesn't matter like what color skin you are. Like, it really does not matter. Like, remember before when Beyonce performed the CMAs and it was a big, huge deal? She's not a country artist. I'm like, she's an R&B artist. And if you know anything about music, R&B, country, very closely aligned. Very much a genre that people of color were in from the beginning. So to not include, and it was with the Dixie Chicks. Like, come on, like,
and it's Beyonce.
And the song was, it was a country song.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the biggest years that country music had in views. So it's like, if you open up country music to make it more inclusive, like, come on now.
And I mean, he does it so well to where it's like, you really can't say much to him about it, like, and he owns it. Like he said, he came from a country background. He's always done country music. So this is something
he loves it. It's not he just put on the hat and said, "Oh, this fits well." And
literally, like his band, which was called Kirk J, they did country music. So this is him, and we see that this is him. He does it so well, and I love him. Now that's who's here to win. I'm putting my win bucket.
What?
This is my win bucket. This is Kirk J.
You never know with the voice. Like, people pull things out all the time, and you just never know. But how do you think his ex felt watching the show?
If she didn't feel moved, no. But I mean,
do you think she's like, oh my God,
that's big of him to dedicate?
Hey big head.
How do you know she's?
How are you? I don't know.
Look at you. That. But honestly, for me, I felt like, for you to shout out your ex and say I'm dedicating this to her, I feel like that was a bit much for me, because I don't think I would shout out my ex. Like, you don't deserve this credit, But I mean, I
if she's the reason behind the performance then he gave, then by all means, sis, thank you.
But she should be very appreciative. I hope that she did at least reach out and be like, that was a great performance, because it really was. And just thank you for thinking about me. And they're probably good friends, though, because clearly they have some type of
chemistry, something
cordialness for him to even do that, because I feel like if we left out bad, I'm not thinking about you. So
you said I'm not
thinking about you. I'm not dedicating nothing to you. But
oh my goodness. And the sad stories roll on. So Delaney.
Oh goodness.
Silver. Okay, so listen, out here in Los Angeles, if you're out in the world and you want to live in LA, I'm going to suggest that you do not come here with less than $15,000 of cushion. And that's just real talk. Real talk.
And that's just
from the person who moved here with no cushion. Like, my butt hurts.
Same.
So the whole 2 jobs working in LA, I was like, okay,
it hit home.
It did, but not enough to make me go, aw, because I was like, child, shoot, we all scratching and surviving out here. But the song choice was Praying by Kesha. Yeah. And I was kind of surprised. I feel like I haven't heard from her in a long time, but you forget how great of a songwriter that she is.
Really is. I used to love her.
Yeah, she's amazing. And then he went up against Steve, who sang Unaware by Alan Stone. And he, dedicated that to his dad, who passed away. So it's always really sad when someone loses a parent, because I feel like, I don't know, when you get to that type of position, who's the first person you think you're going to call?
Trust me, your parent.
Yeah.
I can relate, so yeah. So I feel bad for him.
I feel super bad. But he ended up winning, though.
Which, I love Ben Affleck. I would go, because, he's Ben Affleck twin. So, that's what surprised me, too. He really came because, Adam was like, push yourself, do more, and he really did more. And he surprised me, not gonna lie, because I was a little skeptical about Steve, but compared to him and Delaney, her performance, although it was good, she had some moments that really didn't sell it for me. Yeah, and the judges seemed to think the total opposite. They didn't say nothing about it, but I noticed some things in it. I was like,
You mean like the judges outside of Adam?
Yeah, like Kelly. I know Kelly was like, I always loved you. You're my favorite. And I'm thinking, did y'all not feel
I feel like that song that's a broken record. I feel like she always says, "Oh, you're my favorite. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Like,
I love you."
I think Kelly was reaching
my Kelly
that
accent
time.
is getting better. Did you hear it? I love you. I love country. Oh my gosh, she did the stank face.
Yes, that was so much better, Kelly. But I love Kelly.
They never give unless it's bad. They never seem to give negative critiques if it's not their particular artist. And we kind of don't really see too much negativity. Like, think about it, and unless it was bad, unless it really did not go well.
Yeah.
Like, there was a clear winner.
I don't think it's negative. They just know how to word it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. It's not negative.
Sugarcoating.
You can tell when they're trying to say like it wasn't it, but they say it very in a nice way. I don't know how to make that make sense, but yeah.
I mean, no one wants to seem like a jerk to someone who's in front of an entire crowd.
I mean, it's already hard enough you're going home. Like, you have to pick out of 1 or 2. So, or when the judges say, when they give the opinion of the artist, they were like, I think you should go with her. And I'm thinking, dang, y'all just gonna tell her in front of their face like that? Like, I think you should go with Steve, not Delaney.
It's a very cutthroat business and industry, though. So it's like if you wanted to get into it, you kind of have to have a tough skin. It just kind of sucks that, you're coming into this competition, you might have baby skin, but now it has to get a little callus on it because people have to tell you, what time it is. So Chris and Michael, Team Blake. So Chris sang Burning House and Michael sang Whipping Post. Mm-hmm. Who do you think should have won that?
Michael. I don't think you think Michael, do you?
No, it's not that I didn't think Michael. I just sometimes am confused by how they pick. I don't know. I keep in mind that this is television. It's a television show, and it's for entertainment, even though it's a competition. That maybe it's for some other thing, like production is I don't know. I cover a lot of reality shows here, so I do not really trust production ever. I'm always like, yep, it was production. So I don't really know. I thought that Michael did an amazing job in that, and maybe it didn't translate to the same way to them. Maybe in person it was different because they're like 5 feet away from this person, and we're watching on television from different angles, and it looks all sparkly and different to us than just the performance and just what's in front of me. Mm-hmm. But I thought he killed it.
I literally wrote that scream at the end. I don't know if you remember. I was was like, wow, I think that's what, well, not wanted, but like that put the cherry on top. Like, and I feel like what Blake said too, like he kicked himself in the butt with this one because they're both very similar in sound. So I mean that he did make it harder for himself, but Michael really did bring it, and he had more range. You know, Chris is kind of more so him and his guitar, and you know, kind of stays some places sometimes with the powerful voice. But Michael, he just
whatever Chris
did,
out
the water.
It worked for him because he was still saved.
Yeah. But he's really good. You know, he's really good though. I think just performance-wise, Michael had it. You know,
I'm kind of over these saves. Like you put them up. You think about it. You put them up and you put these pairs together, and you know that one person is going to have to lose.
Yeah.
You're going to let one person go. So if that's not the person that you're ready to let go, you should not have put them together. You kind of already know what you're going to get. And when you save somebody who's on your team, it changes it because it's like, okay, well this that could have never happened. Like we didn't have to do that if you were going to save this person. Like we could have we could skip the performance altogether.
Or at least saving people from your own team. You know, at least let the other coach, but
hey, you know what? We don't know.
We're just viewers.
What do we know?
We're just viewers.
We're just people who commentate on stuff. What was your wow moment of the show tonight? I feel like I know.
Really the performances, honestly.
It's a moment, not the show. Like one moment. I mean, this is two. One moment.
Honestly, for me, it wasn't more of a wow moment, but it was kind of like a shocking moment. Did you kind of get the vibe that Blake was flirting with Mariah? He kept like throwing like little jabs at her, like, "Are you gonna miss us? This is your last show." Like he just kept saying something. I'm like, "Are you trying to shoot your shot, Blake? Like, what's going on?"
What did she call him, a wise minster or something the other day? And he was like, "What is that?" Or the last show, or something that she had called him. Like basically, you're trying to be like a smart, like you're trying to be smart. Like you a wise guy is what I kind of took it as.
I think Blake tried to shoot his shot on the cool because he's been doing it a little too much here lately.
Blake's still with Gwen though, so don't start no rumors over here.
You're right.
That is not a press release. Do not start any rumors.
You're right.
Around
don't
these
take
parts.
that the hard way.
No, please don't.
Hey, but it was on live TV, so.
My highlight is definitely DeAndre. He's a pleasure to watch. He's always provides something unexpected. And I love when people are the opposite of what you expect when you look at them, because he's this big guy and you don't think that, you don't really think like, oh, he's going to be hitting these super high notes. You kind of think like, or even he's interesting. He looks like from a distance, if he wasn't smiling or something, you'd be like, oh, well, he's cute, but he looks mean. Like, like that. He's
just so calm.
He's just so relaxed. It's just so, like, you don't expect that from him. And I love when people give me the unexpected. So that was my wow moment for tonight. But let's get into predictions for next week.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I think I say this every week. Now that it's not Halloween anymore, that makes my skin crawl.
We missed it the last few weeks.
No, I did not miss it. It's like now that it's not Halloween time, I'm like, yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. It's like a chill up my spine. What are your predictions for next week?
I feel like this is always tough for me because it's always so much going on.
Girl, next week is the lives. I'm ready for a change.
Well,
change my life. Change it, the voice. I'm ready for the lives.
I just really hope that I know that the steals are gone. All the saves are gone, correct, too?
I don't think there's any more saves.
Okay, so
Jennifer did, Adam did, J-Hud did.
I think Kelly.
And Blake. Kelly's left? No,
Kelly
saved tonight.
Yeah.
So there's no more saves.
Okay, so
they didn't need any more. It's under knockouts anyway.
So I think the next week is going to be more intense. Of course, because there's no more saves, no more steals, and it's the final knockout round. So we're actually about to go very live. So I'm ready for that, and I think we're going to see either go hard or go home. Literally, go hard or go home is my prediction for next week.
Go hard or go home.
Go hard or go home.
Well, I predict that I won't be here next week with you guys. It's my last taping of this is my last week here at AfterBuzz. So I want to
drop it, didn't you?
I just had to do it. It's like not a prediction, but it just seemed like a really good time to just bring it up. But I will definitely be watching. I will probably be a weirdo in the live chat, time permitting. I'll be in a different time zone, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, next week definitely the live performances. There's going to be more umph to it, like.
Definitely.
And when something's live, like, baby, you can't mess that up. It might be Simone voice. You can't mess that up.
You gotta keep it going.
Yeah, like, so I'm expecting more. You know, I religiously follow Mackenzie as well. So they were talking to production, had called people on Halloween. It was really weird. This lady from production was sitting there in like some devil kind of makeup. I don't know why that she picked that makeup and to sit there with them. I was going to show you guys. I decided that children might watch this and it could be scary. It was really uncomfortable to watch. Just because of what she had on. But she was talking to just different contestants on there, and she's talking to Mackenzie about making Mariah cry, of course. And then Mackenzie was like, I'm gonna ask for some long weave next week on the live show. So I'm expecting looks, you know, people to really like try to put that star quality look into themselves, because that's important too. Just keeping it above.
Mackenzie's I feel like she feels like a star now, because just to throw this out there,
she was on last season.
What'd you say?
She was on last season too.
Of The Voice?
Yeah.
Okay, so she just always had that star quality, but you remember like last time people give her shout outs, but Jada, just a little snippet, Jada posted her, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, she did.
Posted her, and I was like, girl, you're like getting all this love from these big names. Like, Mackenzie is a star.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see more people getting into a star kind of quality. So I guess we'll find out next week what happens, but you guys will have to talk to, keep me posted. You have to talk to Sierra, and Steph will be back next week. Yes. We hope that she feels well. Send her positive vibes, you guys. Sierra, let them know where they can find you at.
Okay, so guys, you can find me at Sierra Renee on my Instagram and Twitter _ on the Twitter.
And you can find me on Instagram. Please find me on Instagram, and you can talk to me there. Even though I'm not going to be here, I still answer. You can find me on Instagram at It's Felicia Michelle. I want to thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Love the voice. I will live forever. All right, have a good rest of your week.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.